Hello to all you dear Virgos. This is your monthly horoscope for December. A short video for the horoscope of December of 2022. What's going on here? As a couple of times in the year, dear Virgos, you know about this, the Mercury retrograde again. So Mercury is going retrograde. I'll be talking about that. And Jupiter goes into another sign. But also I want to look at Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, what's going on there, just to be prepared a little bit. So let's get started with the most significant thing for you, which is your ruler going backwards again. It is around the end of the month, the 30th of the month, but you'll feel it the whole month that things are slowing down for you. Now, the good news is that this Mercury retrograde, which we, as a Virgo, I say we, I'm a Virgo myself, my sun in Virgo, we know that, yeah, we have to review some things. And if we focus on that, if we do our best and we focus and we try to understand and to reassess certain things, it's going to be in our advantage. So, and now this is in a fellow earth sign, and that means that things will be easier for the Virgos. But still, it is with Pluto. So it is about transformation. And it's in your 5th house. It's a very heart chakra house. It's the house of your kids. You could say, who represents your kids. It's the house of having fun. It's the house of your projects. It's the house of, you know, the good restaurants and the good cafes and having fun and just doing the things that you love to do, basically. And there is a reconsidering here. So that could be, as Capricorn has to deal with structure, there could be a reassessing of the structures. Maybe you could be reassessing how you deal with your child, for instance, to reassess that. And then when Mercury goes direct, which will be around the 18th, 19th of January, off you go with a new attitude. So that's what this is all about. It's also about having fun, and it could mean that you go back to something that once you had a lot of fun with, like going back to a hobby or going back to something that you love to do and that you enjoyed very much. So I think this all in all, Mercury retrograde, which is for a lot of people annoying, I think for us, the Virgos, it's kind of a gentle energy, basically. Also, Venus is very close to it, Venus with Mercury, and that means that we are going to love it even more. It's going to be quite intense if we love and the way that we love. It could also be romance, of course, for those of you who are single. It could definitely mean that there is some romance going on here and you are reassessing it. You know, going backwards doesn't necessarily mean that, it's not good for you or it's not good to date or whatever. No, it's just what normally happens when we first start dating. We are reassessing. We are getting to know someone. And that is always, you always have expectations of a person and you will always have to adapt towards reality and what you had in mind. That's what's happening with this Mercury retrograde in your 5th house. But definitely some good, deep, transformative communications with people that you love, basically. And that's very, very nice. Now, the moon will be in that same house in Christmas Eve. So there could be with kids, with family members or friends. There could be some really transformative energy going on. But I think you will be able to handle that because you are able to sit with some uncomfortable feelings and because you know that you have to go through it, so that you can transform it. That's basically it. So, and then it can be a very deep, intense evening, basically. But one that has cleared the air in a way that you say things fair, right? Venus and Mercury together are very, very good because in the communication, it means fairness, that you put high on your standards. The moon will be in Taurus on the 31st of December. That is amazing for us Virgos because that is a fellow earth sign. So the moon will be shifting from, depending where you live, but from Aries to Taurus. So Taurus is definitely a sign that has to do with good foods, good drinks. I invite you to to do the best there. It doesn't have to be always expensive, as long as it's quality and as long as it's simple. And because that's also Taurus, simple but good. And so enjoy that. Enjoy that. It's in your 9th house, so you could be traveling if you want to. And you could be traveling for that. But for in general, this has to do with you elevate it. You elevate yourself because you see the bigger picture, and you know, you have more trust in the vision of the future. Having said those wise words, I wish you a very good month here, Virgos. Bye-bye.